I think for me, becoming a prison officer is all about having an interest in people and a passion for people. Um, Prisoners are human beings at the end of the day, and they involve kind of the whole spectrum of humanity. But at the end of the day, they all like being treated with certain values, such as fairness, um, compassion, and understanding. So for me, being a prison officer is all about wanting to bring those values into a place where perhaps they might not ordinarily thrive. I've been doing the Unlock program for about a year now, and whilst you hear about lots of other participants kind of running amazing schemes and programs within the prison, that's not something that I've personally gotten around to. But for me, a huge part of the program is just about that small difference you can make day to day simply through your presence on the landings, simply being that person that does want to take that extra interest and go that extra mile with the prisoner to benefit them with their rehabilitation. I think there's millions of ways you can show leadership as a prison officer because it's such a varied position. So whether that's showing leadership in a staff briefing, being the one to bring a certain issue to your fellow members of staff attention, or whether that's being one of the, perhaps 3 or 4 members of staff that's running a landing of potentially 60 prisoners or even more. And it's about kind of bringing your focus to those men, um, and in all kinds of varied and challenging situations, whether that's putting out fires, dealing with people that have self-harmed, or potentially confronting a violent incident. It's all about bringing how can I personally resolve and change the situation for the better. So hundreds of ways. I think generally it's quite a mixed reaction. Some people are really taken aback, and some people are really excited by it because they've seen all the documentaries that you might see on Channel 4. But I think generally for me, the consistent element has been that once I've described the job and the actual reality of what goes on behind bars, people are actually really excited about the prospects that a job in the prison service might hold. COVID-19 has been a really difficult period for the prison service. Um, Essentially, what it's limited to in order for the safety of the prisoners is a regime that is really tests the limits of what a human can endure. So that's an incredible amount of time behind their cell, a real loss of family contact, of course, no visits, and a loss of any purposeful activity. It's hard to furlough a prisoner that works in waste management. They can't work from home. Their home is a cell. So they've been kind of stripped of all the normal privileges that they would have. So as a result, there's been a lot of tension amongst the men, obviously, which has been difficult. But we're now entering a stage where they are relaxing the regime bit by bit in order to kind of mirror what's happening on the outside within the prisons. So guiding the men through this period has been really difficult, and kind of explaining to them the bigger picture has been kind of both a challenging and an exciting opportunity.